Ladies and gentlemen, why are people quitting YouTube? Well, allow me to answer that with a related tangent. People say that top company CEOs are paid too much. Perhaps they're correct in a philosophical sense, but economically there is a very good reason. Behold, the wage graph! It's literally just supply and demand, but with labor and wages. This will help us understand why these CEOs make so much money, but we'll need to move the lines around a little. First, demand. There are few of these jobs, one per company barring exception, and because of that, the job's wage is very inelastic. No matter how much or how little these large CEOs are paid, the amount of CEO jobs remain relatively the same. Now, this being inelastic, you might assume a large labor supply would exist to take advantage of these wages, bringing it down to something people would call more reasonable. Well, there are two issues in that statement. First, a large company CEO is nothing to scoff at. Having the skills needed for a top-level position reduces the labor supply by no small numbers. Second, as much as the internet complains about the high wages, most of them would never take the position themselves. I don't mean that as a slight, but rather a succinct point, and that point is why we're seeing YouTubers leave in droves. So allow me to drill into this. The amount of time commitment and pressure to do well as a large CEO is rather big. If you don't have amazing time management skills, then you can say goodbye to any amount of personal life you have. And this is why wages are so large. People want high amounts of money to justify the personal costs. So labor can probably be graphed with an inelastic start, and once wages are high enough, the line becomes elastic. Money doesn't buy happiness after your needs are well secured, so you'll need to give a lot of it to get someone who's already well off on board. Now, we can finally connect all of this back to current events. The past years have seen YouTube continually push for high production value content being produced at a constant rate, creating a time-taxing work environment with entire teams created to help with the production. We've effectively taken random people and turned them into CEOs. The mass exodus of early content creators should thusly not have come as a surprise. A lot of them are people who can't handle it. I don't mean that as a slight. Most of us couldn't handle it. But they have likely been mulling over this for a while. And the first quitters really set off a chain reaction, which is why we're seeing it all at once. And so many of them are still going to be around, just in a reduced role, so they can have a life or enjoy what they do again. And to that, I wish them the best of luck. You know what? Why do they get my best wishes? I hope all of you watching are successful in your future endeavors. For what is an archduck that overlooks subjects doing poorly? Thank you for watching. I have been the Archduck.